This is video number 5 in our year-end series. And before we go any further, I want to pause and say thank you. The feedback on this series have been massive. The messages, the comments, the shares, the quiet conversations. It's been humbling, to be sincere. Thank you for giving of your time. Thank you for engaging with this channel. Thank you for being honest enough to reflect, to question, to sit with these messages. This series was never meant to entertain. I did promise that. It was meant to interrupt patterns. And today's video builds directly on everything we've talked about so far. Because awareness without action changes nothing. So today, we're talking about what to do now so the future doesn't quietly become a repeat of the past. There's a fear most people don't talk about. It doesn't show up in public, it doesn't come up in conversation, but it sits quietly in the background of their life. It's the fear that one day they'll wake up and realize they've been living on repeat. Different year, different calendar, same life. Same frustrations, same promises they made to themselves and broke. Same feeling of, I should be further than this. And what makes this fear heavy is that it doesn't come from failure. It comes from potential. You know you're capable of more. You know there's another version of you. And the thought that time could keep moving while you stay the same, that's what hurts. Most people think years repeat because they didn't try hard enough. That's not the truth. Years repeat because nothing underneath changed. It has been the same thinking, always the same emotional patterns, the same environment, the same reaction, just new circumstances. People don't get stuck because they lack desire. They get stuck because they protect familiarity. Familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar growth. Familiar disappointment feels safer than risking change. So the year changes, but the internal setup stays the same. And life simply continues where it left off from. There's a moment that quietly determines your future. It is not dramatic, no music, no announcement. It's the moment you realize no one is coming to interrupt your patterns. No one is coming to rescue you from repetition. No one is coming to force you into alignment. No one is coming to stop time so you can get ready. At first, that realization, it feels heavy. But then if you let it, it becomes freeing. Because it means the future is still negotiable. But only if you stop postponing yourself. There's something you've been avoiding. Not because you don't know what to do, but because you know exactly what it will cost. Avoidance doesn't look dramatic. It looks very reasonable. I'll deal with it later. Now isn't the right time. I just need more clarity. But clarity is really missing. Courage is. Avoided decisions don't disappear, they compound. And the longer you avoid them, the more power they have over your future. So what do we do now? Don't list everything. Don't overwhelm yourself. Name one thing you've been avoiding, the one that keeps resurfacing, and stop pretending it's unclear. Momentum doesn't come from knowing, it comes from choosing. Your environment speaks to you every day. It tells you what's normal, what's acceptable, what's expected. And if you stay too long in an environment that contradicts who you're becoming, your thinking will shrink just to survive. That's why growth feels lonely. That's why clarity often comes in silence. That's why distance brings perspective. It's not that people are bad, it's that proximity matters. You don't have to cut everyone off, you don't need to disappear, but you do need to change exposure. What you listen to, what you consume, what you normalize. So, what do we do now in this scenario? Reduce conversation that drain you, limit input that feeds fear or distractions, increase exposure to voices that stretch you, create space for silence and reflection. You don't argue your way into a new future, you position your way into a new future. Many people are exhausted not because they're progressing, but because they are reacting. Busyness feels productive, but busyness can be a hiding place. It allows movement without intention. Reaction keeps you trapped in the present, while design moves you into the future. You don't need a perfect system. You don't need a total overhaul. You need one anchor, just one. One consistent structure that stabilizes your life. A weekly thinking session, a protected planning block, a decision you stop negotiating with. Structure isn't control, it is self respect in action. When chaos decreases, confidence returns. Change sticks when identities shift, when you stop seeing yourself as someone trying, someone hoping, and you start seeing yourself as someone who decides, someone who aligns, someone who follows through. Change will stick. The future doesn't need a louder version of you, it needs a more honest version. So, if this message stirred something in you, if it made you pause, reflect, or feel uncomfortable in the right way, don't rush past it. Sit with it. Because the future doesn't respond to urgency, it responds to alignment. We have one final video coming up in this series, a message that will round off this series and spur us to greater pursuit, greater clarity, greater consistency, greater intention. Like I always say, this channel isn't about hype, it's about direction. The final video isn't just an ending, it's a charge forward. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your time. Stay connected to this channel for truths that will definitely change your life. Do remember to subscribe if you've not done so. Do have a great day and bye for now.